So I remember last time from the last video I mentioned that I am almost finished with the transaction with the MacBook, and the deal is already done. But um there is a delay. My ear um it is getting worse, and um I have pain I have pain in my jaw, and every time I burp it is so painful. Um anyway, so um yeah, I have ear pain and I have a fever. So the reason the transaction was delayed is because we are supposed to meet at the mall, and here in the Philippines, if you're going to enter any establishment, you have to take your temperature, and since I am 38 to 39, I'm not going to be allowed inside. And not only that, there are like contact tracers for the corona, so the government may mark me and monitor me. So that's how they keep up with the numbers. So it is one of the reason why I cannot trade with the MacBook right away. So because I will check his MacBook, so and he will check my items. So it's not going to be possible while I have a fever. So that is one. Now, it's been days since I have this ear pain and fever. And this is hot water, warm towel. So yeah, um, I googled the solution for this ear pain, and all I have to do is press a warm towel in my ear. So far, it hasn't worked. My other search led me to antibiotics. I have to take medicine, but the here in the country you need a prescription if you're going to buy a you need a prescription if you're going to buy medicine. So I think that is a corruption because I have to go to the doctor, pay for his consultation, and just to get that prescription for antibiotic. I cannot buy it over the counter. So and since I don't want to go to the hospital or to have this checkup, I cannot I cannot self-diagnose myself and buy my own antibiotic. So every day it is getting worse. I am hoping it will pass, like um, like a cough, like a fever, like a colds. I get them, I think once a month. So but I don't recover, so I don't need to see a doctor. I don't need to see a doctor for that. So I don't think I need a doctor for this. So anyway, it's been it's been days. The objective of this video is that it's been days since the MacBook user and I agree to a trade. The problem is, yesterday I was notified, the application notified me that the MacBook is already on a reserved status. So I'm sure it is not for me because he just seen my message, like when are we going to meet, when are we going to trade. So if he answer my message, I'll have to delay that for another 1 to 2 weeks until my fever drops. So yeah, and 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 they call this. So yeah, that the MacBook is already reserved, and it is not for me because even though he confirmed he already agreed to trade, I still haven't received any message from him. So any tentative date of the trade, and I think he has another option. He has better option. So yeah, now I'm making this video is because another one is I saw a Dell laptop in Carousel. So it is worth around 2,500 pesos. Now it is crucial because I accepted the transaction with the MacBook is already done and I only have to add 2,000 pesos. Now if I buy the Dell, if I take the Dell laptop, then I'm not going to be able to take the MacBook because I lost the 2,500. But I think the 2,500 for a Dell laptop is a win. Now there are um two two cons if I get the Dell, because of course it's not going to be a 2,500, it's not just going to be a 2,500 pesos laptop. No, I haven't seen any properly functioning laptop in Facebook Marketplace and Carousel that has a 30,000 pesos margin. So the Dell's problem is it will not connect with the internet. I don't have a problem with that. Um, anyway, I have a USB for that, so it will not connect with the internet. It's it doesn't have an MS Office. Again, it's not a problem. I can always go to a computer technician and have a Microsoft Office installation. So that's one, and I can also this one. Another one is it is very slow. So those problem, the Dell is very slow and it doesn't have internet connection, and part of the reason why I am getting that still price for the Dell for 2,500 pesos is because this laptop, this is slow, this is very slow, and so I know I have a reference point for to use a slow laptop. And before, not I think 2 to 3 years ago, this doesn't have internet either, and I'm not bothered with it because I'm just using it for writing. So for 1 whole year, this laptop doesn't have an internet, so I don't know what is the problem during those duration. Now I search it in Google and try to find an answer in Google. So when I needed the internet, and well, eventually I was able to solve the problem. But there was a point where this laptop does not have cannot connect. It has a Wi-Fi problem and it doesn't bother me. So those are the reasons why I am okay with the defective Dell, as long as the keyboard, all of the keys are working properly. So yeah, um, another yeah. So I guess this series, this video this documentary, it is all useless because at the end of the day, I did not get the HP Spectre, I did not get the MacBook Air, and also I did not document the early days where I started with just a few cups and a few mugs and eventually start growing my items from there. What is just unfortunate with this situation and what is depressing is that I work and accumulated my items to customize them for the MacBook user, but now it is reserved for someone else. So thus that ends this series. I'll probably put a video to how the doll will work, but that is much it. So yeah. Um, I think it was best that if I sell the items individually, but of course I have to sell them half the price or more than half the price, which is useless because what's the point of me bartering with other sellers to get the items that I have now? What's the point of negotiating with them if I'm going to sell it um, if I'm going to sell it? So they were supposed to be a trade, but maybe I will do it this time. I will try to do it manually and climb my way until I get a new computer. So until next time. So I'm going to show you how slow my laptop is, how slow this computer really is. So it is really slow, and why the Dell doesn't bother me that much. The seller told me it was so slow that is why she's selling it for a cheap price. But this laptop is also slow. So let's see. Let's open one chapter here. Uh, um, hmm. So let's open this. So okay. I also want to show you that I don't have any tabs open here. If you can see this, there are no Google Chrome, no I don't have any internet open, internet browser or anything. And I'm going to check the task manager, and there you have it. 100%, 97%. With only a Microsoft Word open. Now just imagine if I open other other browser other browsers like Google Chrome and or Microsoft Edge. So its memory, it's always on 90%. So yeah, it's one of the reason. So that's it. So my situation with this buy and sell, um, this journey of trying to buy a laptop, a properly functioning laptop is getting absurd and ridiculous. So my last vlog video, I mentioned I talk about the Dell laptop, and guess what happened today? So tomorrow is supposed to be the exchange, but earlier today the seller DM'd me and she told me that she will not sell the laptop to me anymore, that it is for parts only. It is for parts, for technicians who are looking for parts. So what does that mean? It means that it is for parts only. Why? Because the laptop suddenly won't turn on, so it will not open. She said she just deleted. She's about to delete her files, but the Dell laptop in Specon 14, it ended up turning off, and it will not turn on anymore. So that is why she said she doesn't want to sell it to me anymore. Just as I thought that, just as I imagined it's going to be my laptop, my portable laptop, so I can use it after my work, and I can write before or after my work in McDonald's or coffee shop. Another setback. So that Dell is supposed to be my portable laptop, because I mentioned before, this screen here, it cannot be moved. Um, you cannot move it and you cannot fold it. So if you keep on moving it, and some of the threads, some of the wires, it will get loose and the laptop will not open. So yeah, the Dell is supposed to be. This is why I have this journey of trying to get a portable laptop, a laptop that I can carry with me. So I was imagining it's going to be Dell, but as it turned out, I was wrong. So on one good note, the MacBook Air, it is still reserved, which means no one has taken it yet, and it means it is slightly available. It is just put on reserve for someone else. Maybe I'll go back with the MacBook, but um, I may buy, I may still buy the Dell, because it has, because of the core processors, Intel Core i5 or i7, and the gigabyte storage, so I can flip that and sell it with other computer technicians. So the what is good thing about this carousel is that the people who are selling the items, they are the average people. So they are not computer technicians, and they are not doing buy and sell. Um, it is not their full business. This is not their business, so they can just let go of the items. With with the case with me, I will be messaging and DMing computer technicians for the Dell parts, let us say storage and processors. So that is what I'm going to do. That's why I may still take it. I offered her 600 pesos. Let us see how will that go down. Um, Another absurdity, another part uh, of this video is that before this, in my earlier videos during this documentary, I think I mock and teased MacBook users. I just mock MacBook users, and I think that Apple is not an efficient and productive machine when compared with Windows laptop. However, some computer manufacturing, there are also that small minority where they think they can exploit the customers. What do I mean? I mean Chromebook. So I just got from Carousel where one of the Chromebook, HP Chromebook, and even though it is brand new, the specs is not tolerable. So what are the specs? Intel Celeron, and here it is. The storage for the Chromebook is 32 gigabyte storage. So that is what I think that is stupid for computer manufacturing to charge us consumers the size of an average laptop, 14 inches 14 inches, and for it to be only 32 gigabytes in storage. That is humiliating us consumers, that is exploiting us just because it looks brand new and it because it has that aesthetic appeal. They can just, well, if they say it's brand new, people will buy it, but in truth, the specs are below average, and laptop manufacturers like Acer, Dell, Asus, they should stop manufacturing Chromebooks with the mediocre specs, like what I mentioned. Intel Atom, 32 gigabytes of storage for what? For how much? 15,000 pesos. So it is not justifiable. It is not right. Um, I scrolled in Carousel, and well, guess what? I found a better specs with a 10,000 price. Core i5, 250 gigabytes of storage. So it is better and more equipped than the Chromebook, but that Chromebook trash still has consumers and still has fans buying it, and it is why manufacturers keep on producing those kind of laptops. We tolerate it. We tolerate that kind of behavior. We are okay with that, so they keep on making it for us. But I don't think anyone should buy a Chromebook. I just think it is stupid to buy. So yeah, um, that's it. And so I am just going to wait for the Dell response. I may or may not take it. I don't know. Until the next time. So update, the Dell was supposed to be delivered to me today, this morning, and through Grab delivery, because I still cannot go out because of my ear and my fever. Basically just my fever situation. Anyway, the Dell was supposed to be delivered today, so we agreed the price last night, but she told me this morning she's not going to sell it anymore, and that she's just going to sell the parts the the laptop. Now I think that is BS. Um, I don't think she's still. I don't think I don't think the Dell will not turn on, so I don't believe that story. I think what happened is she regretted agreeing with the price, and she wants to resell it again to a more expensive price tag. So yeah, so she does not want to sell it because even when she said that it will not turn on, I said I will still take the laptop, I will still buy it. But she said no, she's not interested on that anymore. Now, she already agreed on the application, so which means I can leave a review about that. I can leave a review on the experience of dealing business with her. So yeah, it's already 9. Supposed to get the laptop by the Grab delivery, and I'm supposed to be receiving it this morning, but change her mind. So what can I do? So that's it. The I will not be getting the Dell and another setback until the next time. So my suspicion about the Dell laptop was right. I saw it. I went to her interface and I saw the Dell was posted again. So she was selling it for the same item. She just accepted my offer, but then she probably regretted it. So she turned me down. The new ad, it says the laptop, the Dell, it was opening. So that is one. I don't want to play this game, but I created another account and anonymous account, and I made an offer again. So the difference between the offer before and the offer now, which she will assume was not me, is only 100 pesos. So I mentioned that the first offer was 2,500 pesos until she kept on um, the first grade was 2,500 pesos until she said, hey, the no Microsoft Office, it won't turn on. So it means that I guess that she does not want to sell the 2,500, and that I was only the first person who offered her some cash, that item, because it was posted and I replied and made an offer 2 seconds after it was posted. So that was the reason she probably felt forced, and then with other defects I barter, negotiated, and eventually she regretted it. So no problem. One good news is that an Acer, a properly functioning laptop, agreed to make a deal with me. So that is good. And another one is Osmo Pocket, for a different set of items. So the Osmo Pocket is really important for my vlogging when I vlog outside, and show my city. So I've been looking for an Osmo Pocket, and this specific seller, he he was willing to do a swap. So if this went down, then this journey of having a new laptop is going to be very successful. I not only gain a new not new, a properly functioning laptop, but I also get a Osmo Pocket. So it's win-win, and I don't know, I felt lucky because the woman agreed already, and then the guy is almost in the agreeing phase. And if they agree, then I win. Um, this journey is considered a success. Um, I only focus with the MacBook and the HP Spectre because they are the only one who agreed with the swap. So my mind immediately went to that pricing list, and yeah, so I did not. HP Spectre and the MacBook, they are the only one who agreed, and that's it. So I think my situation, it is getting worse. I have too much blood. Um, it's emitting blood, and yeah. So, but the good news is I don't have a fever anymore. So I don't know if that's the reason that I am getting better. But um, I'm. It's not, blood is not falling before. So this is just recent this morning, and I saw when I wake up and I saw it in my pillow. So yeah, I don't know if it is getting worse or bad or better because I don't have a fever anymore. Anyway, for the update, um, I mentioned in the previous video that the Dell may have regretted accepting my offer, and she is not sure about that. So I think um, I am on the same shoes as her. So I offered items to the Acer, and she's okay with it. She accepted it, but I added that the wireless headphone may not be included anymore. So, and she just seen my message. So that's a mistake and a lesson in my part. So don't make an offer you're not sure committing into. The idea, the reasoning behind me pulling back that headless wireless headphones is because I want to add it to the DSLR for me to try the Canon and the wireless headset for the Osmo Pocket. So that's the plan and that's the strategy. However, the situation is I offered that wireless headset with the Acer, and the Acer user agreed with the items that I'm going to trade her. Um, she agreed, but later on I changed my mind and pull out the pull out the item. So it is bad, a mistake in my part. So I think I just got a taste of what that Dell user experience, that regret. So I made an offer. That's the deal, and I should get I should what's the word for it? I should I should just have let it happen. Yeah, but it's a mistake in my part. It's an error. I made a mistake, and it is what it is. So I may have lose the Acer. I may have lose the Acer at this point. What else? Yeah. Another one is the Acer user. She would be coming from Cavite. This is the huge problem with buy and sell location. Um, other other people are already interested with my items, but because transportation is impossible or it is going to be expensive if it's delivered, then the negotiation will not go down. Then the negotiation will not go down because of the distance. And let us say I sell my John Maxwell books for 450 pesos. The person who is interested with the book is from Negros Oriental. So the delivery for my items, it's going to be more expensive than the item that I am selling, than the book. So it doesn't go down. It is the same in my place because I am searching laptop, computers, and then I'm going to look at the interface and ideas will come to me and I will make the offer. Later on, I will find out that he is too far and that the only option to get the item is delivery. So I'm not going to push through with that because I have to check the item. So this a common a common error in carousel in this online business is they will sell an expensive item. Let us say the latest MacBook 2020, and then they will sell it for only 16,000 pesos. So on the description box, they will write that they win it in a raffle draw, that the MacBook is a prize that they won. So um, so the MacBook is the prize that they won, but it is the only item that they are selling in the carousel. But it is the only item that they are selling in carousel, and they are from Palawan, from Babuyan Island. Here in the Philippines, those two locations are too far from Metro Manila, and the only way you can have that item is by delivery. So I'm going to like it and I'm going to bookmark the item. And 4 to 5 weeks ago, I'm going to get a notification that said this user is suspended. So it is a scam. A lot of those items are a scam. This is why I don't agree with the delivery unless the item is so cheap. Like the Dell laptop with an Intel Core processor, Dell Inspiron 14. So it's just 2,500. So I'm okay with the delivery. With the MacBook, I'm not going to be okay with that since I'm going to use that computer for a long time and I want to test it. And a meeting for me to get that item is going to be necessary because I have to prevent being scammed. Yeah. So if it's just t-shirt and it is cheap, then maybe delivery is okay. But for high-end items, for expensive items, I'm not going to have that delivered. I'm going to personally get it and I'm going to personally deliver it to the person. My early days in this journey of trying to accumulate a laptop, I started with mugs, and I personally deliver it to them because um, because of what do you call this? Because it may be damaged with the trip, and if the delivery guy damage it, the buyer will have to pay it. But if I deliver it and I damage it along the way, then the buyer will not have to pay for it anymore because the mistake is on my end. So I want to make sure my products arrive there in one piece. So yeah, that's it. That's it for this update. So the situation with Dell, I was like, she does not want to sell it with the price that I offered, but this is where it gets ridiculous because I created another account and the offer that I made is slightly higher than the offer that I made. So what she did is she accepted it, but she did not put it on reserve or sold. She just accepted my offer. On that account, she turned down my offer, and this time she said that she's just going to give away the laptop to her relative, to her nephew who needs the computer. Now, this is where it gets really complicated and absurd um, because before she said that the laptop is not turning on. So now we got another excuse that she's giving it away. I don't believe that because the Dell Inspiron is still on her list. It's still on her interface, which means she's still selling it. So again, my feeling here is that she's just looking for someone who will offer the higher price, and she just keeps on getting offers, and so she's turning down the lower offers, but she's saying yes and okay and agreeing to it. What else? Um, my ear, I think I mentioned before, I feel alright now. I'm going to work, but there's still blood. I'm If I clean it with cotton buds, there's still blood. I'm still getting red liquid from this side compared to this side. So I don't know what is the cause of that. Um, Another one is the MacBook. So he removed the the what do you call this? The reserved status, which means it is open and public again. So I made the offers again and updated him. He agreed to trade. Now he agreed to trade, but every time I ask him when, he just seen my message. So that's so I think he's just trying to make me excited for that new computer and turning it down. Another one is the Osmo Pocket. So I am too late for that. We are in the middle of agreement, but it was already sold. The status for it was already sold. I cannot get the Osmo Pocket anymore because this was during the time when during the first 2 weeks when I cannot go out and I cannot do a trade. So he agreed, but if I was able to go out at that time, then if I am able to go out during that time, then I will have my Osmo Pocket now. The Acer that I was supposed to get, she well she seen it too, but that was justified because one of the items that I offered, I don't know if I mentioned this in my previous video, one of the items that I offered her, I pulled it back. So it's the wireless headset. So I showed it in the previous videos before. So I pulled it back. My intention of pulling that back is that I'm going to add it to the Osmo Pocket. So yeah, I'm going to add it to the Osmo Pocket where we will make the trade. So when I pulled it back, she just seen my message. So the lesson here is don't make offers. Same with Dell, with the Dell seller. Same thing with me. The lesson that I learned is that don't make offers or make too many offers, make commitments that you're not going to be able to push through, that you're not going to be able to do, that eventually you're not going to be able to agree, and somehow you're just going to regret it. So yeah, until next time. So update, the Dell laptop, she already deleted the product. so which means it's gone of her interface. But there were weeks, there were 5 to 6 days where the laptop is available. So my suspicion is that she sold it. Now I want to leave a bad review, and because she already accepted my offer and we talked back and forth several times, I expected to get the laptop. So in Carousel, if you accepted the offer, it means the buy will happen and it will allow me to leave a review. But I feel guilty leaving a bad review, so I think I feel guilty leaving a bad review. So maybe it's not her fault why she regretted selling the laptop in a cheaper price, and I offered, she accepted. So I'll have to let that go. One, um, so it's this journey to accumulate a laptop, a MacBook or HP Spectre. It's taking so long now, so I'll have to change my strategy. So I will not be DMing people now. And another thing is that I only focus on the MacBook and HP Spectre, top of the line laptops from 2015 and 2016, is because these are the only people who are willing to do a trade with me. Now the MacBook just seen my messages, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to change my strategy. I'm not going to DM people and offer trades. That strategy obviously did not work. And if I just focus on selling my items instead of buying them, so I can trade them with the MacBook. And I did this because, well, he is the only one who talked to me and accepted a trade, so I thought he will be willing to do a trade, and that's why I built up these items specifically for those two people. Now, I did not know that it will just be seen. So the new strategy that I'm going to do is, well, I'm going to sell. Um, I'm going to sell those items that you see in the previous videos for the MacBook. I'm going to sell them individually. So after this video, I'm also going to put another ad, and I'm going to sell 90% of my shirts. Most of my t-shirts and jeans, they are a gift. They are a gift for me. So maybe they have a sentimental value, but I have to let them go. So quick update. I have a feeling that this series is about to come to its conclusion. So the update for the Acer, the Acer, who agreed to trade, and who because I pulled out one of my item, and the notification that informed me said that it was already sold. However, I mentioned that this series is about to come to its conclusion because I got an Asus, and I offered the items, and this Asus X450L, which is Core i5, he agreed to my items, not to all of the items that I offer, but to some few items. He agreed, and here's where it gets interesting. He wants to meet quickly. He said that when can we meet? Tomorrow I'm available. Tomorrow, around Friday tomorrow. So I feel like it is positive it is positive that I can finally get a proper and functioning and portable laptop that I can bring anywhere, because this laptop I cannot move this around or it will malfunction and it will not open. Well, it will work, but the screen is not going to work because of the hinge problem. Another one that I want to mention is that I feel like this series is I failed because from my previous videos I mentioned that I am getting a MacBook Air 2015 or an HP Spectre, either of those two. Now I'm not, I'm getting neither, so this series is considered a failure and a bust because I'm not going to be having them. Um, as for the Asus, I have a suspicion that the Asus X550L and Core i5, he is also um, the same person who is selling the MacBook using a different account because they came from the same city, Mandaluyong, and the words used for both items are almost identical with each other. So um, what are the words used? Good for media consumption and office. Those two laptops stated that, and it has a thank you at the bottom of the interface, so it's almost identical, and I have a feeling that the MacBook and then the Asus X450L, they are the same person. So um, the other one, the MacBook, he keeps on sin zoning me even though he already agreed with the offers. And oh, another one is like the Asus X450L. It only has 120 SSD gigabytes. So again, I've complained about this before. Storage is important to me, but at least it is Windows and it is something that I am accustomed to using. But the 120 SSD, I may have to upgrade that, and I'm sure it's going to be cheaper. So Asus X50, he's charging that for 12,000 pesos, while the MacBook is 24,000 pesos with almost identical specs. Both are Core i5 and both are 120 SSD. So the huge difference is that um, the difference in price tag is 10,000 pesos. So again, same specs, Asus X550L, MacBook Air from 2015, 24,000 and about 14,000. So 14,000 is the charge for it. The last price is 12,000, and I'm not going to be paying 12 because he agreed with the trades. Not he agreed with the trades. I think DSLR, a wristwatch, and an iPad. So those three for the Asus X450L. So anyway, it is a failure, but at the same time, if this happened, then this, if I succeed in the trade, then this video will end. Um, yeah, yeah, it is coming to a conclusion because I have to remind myself that the purpose and the end goal for making this documentary is for me to accumulate and get a new laptop, a laptop that I can bring anywhere, and laptop with keyboard, with keys that are fully functioning, unlike this one where the letter A does not work. And that's it. So my ear situation, it improves. I don't get blood from it anymore. Until next time. So my suspicion about the what this about the Asus X450L and the MacBook, it is confirmed. So both, there are only one person, one seller, or one lister behind the Asus and the MacBook. It's just he just used a different account. So I learned about it because the number that he gave me, Asus, we are like in the middle of transaction, we're about to meet, so I asked about his number, so he gave it to me, and well, I want to test it. So what I did is I asked him, hey, maybe you are interested to trade the MacBook, and well, he replied that at first he replied it is not available anymore. So and then he said, what do you call this? I said that he said that it's not available anymore. So that's the confirmation to me that that is the confirmation to me that he is the the MacBook seller. So just different account because he said the MacBook's not available anymore when it's not on his interface. Another one is he said that it's not available. So I said that the Asus has a 120 SSD anyway, so I may still be interested for the MacBook, and if it is still available, because the MacBook trade, it's a massive, the items that you see, compared with the Asus X450L, it only has 4 items that I will trade. So of course, he's going to be interested with more items. However, the Asus X40L, it only has gadgets trade, and he is selling gadgets. So he may still be tempted to give me the Asus because it's all about gadgets. What will he do with perfume and shoes and shirts? None. So he said that if it is still available on Saturday, then he will be willing to trade the MacBook. So this has been going on for 2 to 3 months now, and I really wanted this to get it over, and I hope that it is available by Saturday, and I'll get the MacBook and can flip it with a different Asus. So yeah, um, this series still continues because I may still get the MacBook Air until the next time. So I've been stuck with this loop diagnosing diagnosing my laptop for 2 hours straight now, and I still don't know what to do with them. So I've tried a lot and other options, but I cannot um, I cannot I cannot fix it. And I searched it in YouTube already, and the options still don't work. Fortunately, I have OneDrive. My my OneDrive automatically saves my work. So I'm just worried. So the only if this doesn't open again, what happens is I lost all videos for my future vlogs. But my writing and my novels, which is the meat of this laptop, and the most important file in my computer are still intact because they are connected with my OneDrive. So this is the result that I've been getting. I always keep coming back here and try the advanced options. So I already tried this before. I had this blue screen twice before and I always find a way out, but this time I tried this continue, exit and continue Windows 8. It didn't work. I tried turn off PC and troubleshoot options, but but not not it's taking so slow. But not the part where I will lose all my files. So that's the only option left and the only option that I haven't tried. But I will still keep on trying reset, refresh, but not full reset because and hope that it works. So yeah, I'm hoping that somehow I will get lucky and it will work again. I'm really getting tired with this laptop. Until the next time.